Why did we ever leave Eastmarch?
do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by...
I tried to visit the Malborn camp. Figured they'd need some work done on their boots, but they sent me away. How rude is that?
This one makes soup. Tasty, fills your belly, keeps the plague away.
My wife has disappeared.
Narcissus has been cursed. Plague take us all!
I heard Slip's fingers lost her
He
existence.
never should have left these much.
Spare coin for the needy.
This one makes soup.
My wife has disappeared, but the guards refuse to act.
Hail!
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Malborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the House leaders at once.
Spare any coins?
Yeah.
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses! When your family disappears, what
Greetings.
excuse will you use then? I'll find them myself. Just stay out of my way.
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narsis to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off kilter. Now, if only the house counselors would see it that way.
What are the Moorborn up to? Why experiment with a plague? It doesn't make sense.
So many people have left or simply disappeared. My profits are falling faster than the level of mead in a Nord fest hall. Please, tell me you're here to buy something.
So many people have gone. Damn the plague. Who am I going to sell my delicious beverages to? Maybe it's time for me to move on.
How do you fight something you can't see? Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narsis, how to protect us. Why? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end.
How terrible. I heard Slips Through Fingers lost her egg
He
sister.
never should have left Eastmarch.
Things will get better. I'm sure of it.
At least the plague doesn't hurt the plants. That would be a shame.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narsis is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible. I think the people are scared, and they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narsis is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the house counselors will deal with it. Yes?
I knew it! The Mulborn are as much a danger as the Covenant these days!
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narsis.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
Switch. This...
Greetings.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narcissus back to prominence.
I trust Councillor Raldin. He never failed us before.
I think Giron's plan has merit.
I asked Mournhold to send healers, but all they gave us was Veron Dovel.
Giron and Raldin used to be such good friends.
Don't judge us too harshly. We do things our own way here.
Hail.
Greetings. Hail. Don't even think about it.
You're the first interesting thing to walk into Narcissus in a long time. Really? Plague, kidnappings, hostile cultists. Boring? Just ask my father, the house counselor. He says there's nothing. No one ever wants to talk to me. Fine. He's probably in the kin house.
I've done nothing wrong, I promise. Please don't take me away. I'll find a way to pay for the bread, I swear it. Just walk away. Just walk away.
Help me turn my luck.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. It doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier who refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Counselor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
Let me guess. You read the letter. You're going to leave me with this crazy woman, aren't you? Curses on you and your family.
I have no intention of letting an amateur.
Let me guess. You read the Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can take my wife to Mournhold? No more torture. I've had enough for one day. I'll tell you the same thing I told the crazy lady. The shipment contained something for the Morborn camped outside town. That's all I know. And I messed up. I delivered the shipment to the wrong location. But I fixed it. I fixed everything. Just you wait. Those missing villagers, it's no coincidence, you'll see. Vox will destroy you all.
I have no intention.
Where's my husband? By the Vex beard if he...
I heard you uncovered a lost shrine at Fungal Grotto. How eerie.
Hmm?
Fine goods for sale.
The plague is coming, and we must be ready.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narsis. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
So much to do, so much to do.
Rest assured, the Molborn pose no threat to House Hlalu. My husband guarantees it. My cousin works to protect us from the spread of the plague.
Don't give me any trouble.
Some of my family traveled to the Cirque to seek a cure.
March into the great houses.
With everything happening here, you'd think the Kin House would take more definitive action.
What is it?
House Hlalu must support my father's proposition.
Back again?
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narsis frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narsis? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narsis.
So, half of Narsis must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Rawdon comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Rawdon hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, the Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos plague. Return when you find something.
don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, that's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Malborn.
You can't keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right to keep us prisoners.
By the three, you whine like a spoiled child. The city is locked down for your own protection.
Our protection? So we're just supposed to sit here and rot as the plague takes us? The House Guard are no better than the Malborn.
They have no right to do this. I have family in Mournhold. We know it's safe there. The Tribunal would never let harm come to their city.
What's going to happen to us? Why won't they let us leave the city?
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
Why do the guards allow the Malborn to camp so close to town?
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago, and Giron's connection to the Malborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Councillor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it? Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry?
That creepy advisor from Mournhold says my father's missing. How is that possible? He's the house counselor.
Keep your voice down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here, but I know you've been trying to find the missing people for House Lalu. Don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being held, including Counselor Ralden. Follow the clues in the pack. I'll see you at the meeting place. Not here. Just look in the pack.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
House Lalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narsis.
You must be here for the secret meeting. Sign in and head downstairs. Madras has already started.
What does Hlalu do? Nothing. They seal Narsis and refuse to let us act. No more waiting. We'll save them ourselves. We'll bring the abducted villagers home.
You found us. I apologize for my earlier abruptness. We heard you confirm that our people were taken. We're tired of waiting for House Lalu to act. We know where our people are being held, but because of the lockdown, we can't go get them. I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I saw where they took her. I saw Counselor Ralden and Advisor Giron go to the same place. You have to help us. I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you our plan. You must help us. I need my egg sister back.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. That's a strange thing for an outsider to do, even for Hlalu Gold. What are you really up to? So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a damn about Counselor Ralden. I just want our people back. Act. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown and rescue our people. If anyone tries to stop us, we'll cut them down. Are you going to help us or not? I don't want to fight them. They have their orders, but they're wasting time. Every second that passes is another second our people remain in danger. Sometimes you have to resort to drastic measures to save the ones we care about. I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help us. We could use someone with your skills. We're going to rescue our families, or die trying. I don't trust you, outsider. We'll deal with this ourselves. Leave us. Run back to your housemasters and stay out of our way.
I just want my family back. Damn the plague.
House Hlalu can lock the gates, but they can't lock up the truth. If the guards won't help, we'll do it ourselves. Damn Hlalu. Damn the plague. I just want my family back.
I just want my family back.
When's the food going to be ready?
I thought you were different. Please just go. We'll find my egg sister and the others on our own.
Mardress has a plan, and with your help, it's sure to succeed.
No more talk.
Damn House Hlalu!
Let's go get our families back.
Bring our families home.
Everyone just has to wait. I'm cooking as fast as I can.
You must be here for the secret.
How did you get in there? Mardress doesn't let just anyone attend his secret meetings. Wait, you're the outsider working for Councillor Ralden. Please tell me you haven't bought into Mardress's foolishness. I've been passing information to him. My mother vanished, but I have my orders. So, I've been hoping Mardress and his people would find something I could take to the house leaders. What? Mardress is going to get those people killed. They're farmers and peasants, not soldiers. I can't let them do this. You need to find the missing villagers and get them to safety before Mardress leads this group to its doom. I'll find out where Mardress thinks they are. But first, you have to help me slow Mardress down. Cause a distraction, something that will slow them down and give you enough time to find our missing people. Everyone's on edge because of the Lodo's plague. We can use that. You know what people think causes the plague? Rats. See the rats running around the village? Harmless, but people are afraid of them. Take this bag, grab as many rats as you can, bring them back here and release them at the door. That should scatter Mardress's group for a while. You help me disrupt this meeting and save these people's lives, and I'll find out what Mardress knows. Catch those rats and bring them back here. There's no time to waste. The little swits are quick. If you get too close, they'll run away from you. To grab them, stand as far back as you can. That way you'll catch them by surprise.
What are the Moorborn up to?
Yes?
Those are big rats. They should do nicely. Take them to the door and let them loose. Then we wait. It should be entertaining to watch what happens.
What's that noise? Rats! They have the plague! Run! Open the windows! Out of my way! Don't let them bite you!
Looks like the rats are moving in. I appreciate your help in this. Now no one will get hurt. Those people just want to see their friends and families again. But I don't want them to get hurt. Calling the guards will just make the situation worse. I got the information from my contact in the group. Report back to the kin house. I'll meet you there. I'm going to retrieve a key that you'll need. And keep this quiet, all right?
Lend a helping hand.
Any sign of Giron or Ralden? That's good news. I also heard from my associate Naryu Virian. We may have finally gotten a few breaks in this sordid situation. Naryu told me you found a note at the Malborn camp. That might be a link to the creator of the Lodos Plague. This drastically changes our stance on the situation here. I care only about a name and a location. Such information brings me closer to fulfilling my current contract. Because of this, I've decided to offer some assistance. I'll gather the House Hlalu guards and follow you. Whatever you find, the guard will be there to back you up. Now go. Find your ally and save the Counselor. I'll catch up with you soon. I'll gather the guards and follow in your path. Now go. Find your ally and let's finish this. I've been here for weeks, playing the political games common to all Dark Elf kin houses. I've decided I hate such games. But you'd be surprised what you can learn if you just stand back and listen. Giron isn't our target. We're after the one who created the Lodos Plague. I decided to reach out to you and provide a modicum of aid. Your actions may lead me to the one I seek. Right now, I'm your very best friend. Work with me, and we'll make sure Narsis isn't destroyed by the Malborn. Well, they're certainly not the altruistic organization they pretend to be. It's definitely a militaristic cult, but who controls them is still unclear. I'm sure they're connected to this Vox mentioned in the notes you discovered. No idea. We're still working on that.
I've got the key and the location you seek, as promised. Our plan might have worked a little too well. You can still hear screams coming out of Madris's house. Ruins beneath Narsis. You can find the entrance to the west. Old door. Looks out of place against the rocks. Door's locked to keep people out of the ruins. Guess that didn't work out. Don't thank me. You're the one rushing into the fire. I should be thanking you. Just be careful down there. If what Madris said is true, you're going to run into a lot of opposition.
tiresome, outsider. After I destroy you, nothing will stand in Fox's way.
Giron betrayed me. He killed our people and put Lotus Plague into their bodies. Said it made it more potent. He needed a large supply of potential corpses. That's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. It's too late for me, but you must listen. Don't let anyone drink the water. The lake must be cleansed. And I need to tell you about Vox. She's their leader. Narcissus is only the beginning. They're making Lotus Plague in the Gorge. They're going to spread it to more.
I need your help. This is just why carry on. Sorrow and gloom. I've lost hope.
There you are. Good to see you made it. Still alive, I see. I suppose that justifies Naryu's confidence in you. Did you find them? How's Ralden? Are they inside? I see. Ralden was a good man who cared for his people. He should be remembered that way. The guards are dealing with a Maulborn in the ruins. What happened in there? So that's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. He wanted a ready supply of plague carriers. House Hlalu will make sure no one drinks from the lake until it's cleansed. Narcissus is safe, at least for now. We'll get these people to the healers. You should get some rest. I fear things are about to get more complicated. The Maulborn are more dangerous than we thought. I'm sure your help will be needed again. We'll make sure these people receive care. When you have a moment, return to Narcissus and speak to Naryu. She has a lead on the name you uncovered. I'll join you as soon as I can. Yes, I had Naryu investigate the evidence you retrieved from the Maulborn camp. She discovered something she wants to share. Find her back in town.
My Nyx hounds are nervous. They smell the orcs in the pass. Citizens have been disappearing from the roads near here. I came to investigate and found these intruders. Orcs. They've been a problem in the mountains before, but this band is unusually aggressive and organized. I can't officially authorize it, but it sure would be useful to know why the orcs are here. I saw an orc studying a letter. Might be orders from somewhere. If you could get hold of a copy...
Give a girl a hand. Where in Shaw's name did you come from? Never mind. Get me out of these ropes. I've tied myself up for fun. What does it look like? I've been captured by orcs. Cut me free. I've got an idea for getting back at these pig-faced snowbacks. Much better. That's one I owe you. I'm angry at myself for getting caught by these milk drinkers, and I hate that. I owe them a debt. Want to help me thwart their little invasion of Morrowind? In fact, I do. The orcs are carrying kindle pitch. I could smell it. Probably to burn elven houses. Kill some of these snowbacks, collect their kindle pitch, and throw it at their torches in the supply shacks. It'll be fun. I'm going to scout around and figure out our next move. Meet me at the huge gates after you set the supply shacks on fire.
My head! You can see me, outsider. I beg you, help me. My followers and I came here to investigate a great magical disturbance. We were ambushed and fallen upon by Kralek Gravortag, an orc necromancer. We were captured, we were beheaded. Kralek used some foul necromancy to bind our souls to our skulls. Mine sits upon his dark altar. The skulls of my followers were spread among the orcs, their souls to be used as slaves. He tortures us and torments us endlessly. Yes, that just might work. Find the skulls and bring them to Kralek's altar. We may be dead, but we still have power. We can pull Kralek to you. Yes, outsider. Other than Kralek, you're the first person I've spoken to since the beheading. I was a priestess of the tribunal. I came here with a group of 6 other priests to seek the source of a terrible spiritual disturbance. What we found was horror. Kralek Gravortag is practicing terrible necromancy in this land. He studies a new art to bind the souls of the dead to morbid fetishes. We became his latest experiment. Kralek is cunning. For an orc, the spell can't be broken as simply as that. Killing him is...
Now we strike back. Sweet relief.
We can never repay you.
Look at the dancing flames. Did you get... Good. These orcs will be sorry they took me captive. We Nords appreciate a nice warm fire. Those Covenant banners are a source of pride to these louts. Destroying them would be a blow to their morale. I think you should burn them. Then here's the finish. Kill their leader Gruznak, the Impatient. If there's one thing an orc can't resist, it's a challenge. Blow the great horn by the gate. That'll bring him out. Meanwhile, I'll go find reinforcements. When you go for the banners, watch for the guards on the towers. Skiva calls himself Gruznak the Impatient. I guess these orcs consider recklessness a virtue. Can't say I think they're wrong. Just be careful. I hear Gruznak is one tough hawker.
What? I'll add your skull to that pile, meddler!
Kralik is dead, and our spirits are free. We are free. Go in peace with our blessing.
challenge Gruznak.
Blood and fire. Now that's what I call a happy ending. Sure, Stones, you did it. These troops heard the horn blow and came running from Narsis. With Gruznak gone, we can sweep up the rest of these orcs in no time. You've got a heavy hand, friend. I like that.
Ah, you're back. What did you discover? Let me see what you found. Covenant mercenaries? You've done well to bring this to me, Traveler. I'll make sure this news reaches Mournhold.
Thank
Hello
the Vec
there.
you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sidal.
Thanks for your help with all this Molborn nonsense. Maybe things will get back to normal around here now.
Shaw's bones. Why me?
If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. If it's within my power, I'll try to help. I'll make sure things get cleaned up around here.
help me out?
Death begins to look good.
What are the Moorborn up?
Help me. I'm desperate.
I can't smell your soul. So many people have left or simply...
Don't look away.
I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right in the middle of something here. The documents you found in the Moorborn camp contained several names. A few appeared over and over. After a little bit of digging, I connected one of them to our target. Because I also learned that Hlaalu troops have been ambushed by superior Moorborn forces at the Obsidian Gorge. Our target leads those forces. We want the Alchemist. Saving Hlaalu troops isn't part of our mandate. But maybe together. Now you've got it. Veron and I will join you shortly. We need to send our report and wait for our next orders. Stay safe. I'll see you soon, my friend.
Why are you still here? The one person in this entire place that has free reign to come and go as you please, and you come back? Exactly what it looks like. Just because Narcissus doesn't have giant stone walls doesn't mean we can't lock the place down. We have orders to make sure...
No,
My head. Where am I? No pants? Oh, let me think. I was escorting a witch to Narcissus. She got frisky, but I'm a married man. After that, my memories get hazy. I think she cast a spell on me and took a valuable axe. It's been in my wife's family for generations. My wife will kill me if I lost her axe. Oh, my head. Hey, you could find that screeching witch and get the axe back. I think we had a small camp nearby. I'll catch up to you after my head stops hurting. If I come back without that axe, Vigna will never forgive me. And her mother, she'll give me that look. The one that says her daughter married a fool. Well, Norgrid Hardhelm is no fool. A witch cast a spell. That's the only explanation for why that axe left my hands.
What's this Daedric ruin doing here? What's its purpose? Oh gods, is there blood coming out of my hair?
What do you want? Of course not. Let me guess. You met my drunken fool of a husband, Norgred. I'm sure he was remorseful, hungover, and making up stories. He lost the axe of Halmer's Stormhand and tried to blame a witch? What he did was drink too much last night. He was bellowing about witches and plague husks when I came back with my herbs. Then he ran off half-dressed, waving the axe and yelling incoherently. I'd be grateful if you found it, too. Norgred probably dropped it near that house by the water where the plague husks have gathered. It's not that far. Just down the hill. Maybe you'll find his pants there while you're at it.
Oh, I am so doomed. My wife? What about the witch? Oh, gods. I need to get that axe back. I think I remember fighting those husks. But thanks for finding the axe of Halmer Stormhand. I don't like it when Edvigna gets upset. She gets very loud. These don't look like my pants, but thank you for finding the axe. I wish I could find that witch and teach her not to tangle with Norgrid Hardhelm.
There's my brave, pantsless warrior. Do you remember anything from last night?
There you are, my sweet. Briar Heart. I battled a witch last night.
Was she frightened off by your nakedness? Put some pants on, you sot!
No one goes into the gorge.
The Maulborn know we're here, but they don't care. I guess they're not frightened by a handful of house guards. The gorge is closed. If you're going to Mournhold, find a different way.
Speak to Captain Deril if you need something. About damn time we got some help out here. We're outmatched. Captain Deril will give you a little more insight into what's happening here.
If you're planning to use the pass to Mournhold, find another route. It's not safe. The Maulborn have overrun the traders' camp and occupied the pass. By the authority of House Hlalu, this area is closed. It's a death trap. We sent in some scouts to assess the situation, but they haven't returned. I don't want to march in there blindly, but we can't wait much longer. This pass is too important to allow it to fall into the Maulborn's hands. It's the primary trading route between Mournhold and the west. It's also home to a trader's camp. Every caravan that comes through this part of Deshan depends on that camp. That's an excellent question. Harassing caravans seems to go against their usual method of operations, doesn't it?
Kothol's the name. I was working as a guard in the training camp before the Maulborn attacked. This elven scout was lucky I came along when I did. She was getting her arse handed to her. Did what I was taught to do. When outnumbered, I hide. Not the bravest move, but it kept the two of us alive. Listen, if you're going down there, I could use your help. I need some things from the camp. Things that are too important to fall into the hands of the Maulborn. They're in 3 locked chests, so you'll need to get the keys first. 3 of the merchants I worked for wore the keys on chains around their necks. They were the first to fall when the Maulborn attacked, but I don't think their bodies were searched very thoroughly. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. All I can tell you is I swore to guard those chests with my life. That ought to give you some idea of their importance.
Need to report back. Malborn. They're trying to make the plague stronger. The alchemist who created the Lotus Plague. Murdendril. He's making it stronger. More potent. The Malborn plan to smuggle it into Mournhold. Infect the whole city. There's no time. You need to stop them. The Malborn can't bring cargo through the city gates without official papers. They're carrying forged shipping manifests. Maybe it's worth a try. Take out some of the Malborn down in the traders' camp. Get those forged papers.
Did you get the stuff from the locked chests? Yeah. Fact is, I kind of lied to you. Those merchants owed me weeks of back pay, and now they're dead. My family will starve without that money. Those trinkets you recovered may not seem like much, but they'll feed my family for a year. I could not risk it. I'm sorry I misled you, but I can't let my children go hungry. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'll find a way to make up for this. I swear it.
The manifests. Did you get them? Good. This should buy us enough time to act. Good question. Before we strike back, we need to gather our swords. I wish I knew how many of the others survived. I think most of them were captured. I saw some of them dragged off toward that cave to the north. I'll report to Дроган and let him know what's happening here. You go to the cave and see if you can find the others.
Heal me! Those Nyx hounds won't take me. Won't make me into a husk. Bled myself with my own blade. No use to them now. That'll what was I saying? Did Scout Marmine send you? I was glad she got away. The others, they're all gone. I've seen what the plague does to a body. I won't let it take me. But if the wards were destroyed... Arcane wardstones that make the Maulborn immune to the plague. A gift from someone called Vox. Sure would be a shame if those Aelits came down with their own plague. How about you smash those wards that are protecting them? I heard them crying out in the darkness. The plague's taken them. They've turned. The wards. Concentrate on the wards. There are 3 of them. Smash them all. Those wards keep the Maulborn from getting infected by their plague. Smash them. And may the plague take them all. Down into the cave. The same place they dragged the others. May the 3 watch over their souls now.
Good, you're still alive. Scout Marmine told us she sent you to this cave. Veron says he knows you from Narsis. He and his ally have offered their assistance. We have to proceed cautiously. I don't want any more of my soldiers getting infected. But the Molborn have to be dealt with. For good. Ah! That changes things. We've spotted the plague shipment they planned for Mournhold. I want those crates destroyed, but I need my troops at a safe distance when it happens. Always. A cliff overlooks their loaded wagons, and I've got archers up there. Get to Naryu Virion. Tell her to have the archers shatter the crates from above. We'll see how the Molborn like being exposed to their own plague. Good idea. Exactly what we need. On your way, then. That tunnel will take you to the top of the cliff.
Hello there.
Ready for a fight? Once the archers start shooting, the Molborn will swarm this overlook. Let me know when you're ready. Archers, to your positions! Once the arrows start flying, they'll be on us in no time. Here they come.
You've doomed us all! Prepare to die!
We did it! All right, back to the cave.
I warned that fool Deril not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he's probably a feast for one. That plague moves like lightning.
Change of plans. Those crates the archers destroyed, the plague is spreading quicker than dragon's breath. Can't go that way. Hey, I'm not an alchemist. I can only tell you what Veron told me. That stuff is potent. It spreads like wildfire. As soon as it touches skin, people transform into husks.
I warned that fool Deril not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he took some troops to the southern side of the gorge. He's looking for the Molborn leader, the alchemist. I don't know if he made it that far or not. Don't need to tell us twice. We'll stay on high ground until the plague dissipates. If you find Deril and he's turned, do what you have to. Understand?
We barely made it up here before the plague started taking the Maulborn.
5 Maulborn fell to my blade. That ought to help a bit.
All those crates, all those vials of plague. Mournhold wouldn't have stood a chance.
By Aeon! You've run through a gauntlet of plague and death, yet you aren't sick. How? We'll consider it a blessing of the Tribunal for now and leave it at that. The Maulborn who haven't fallen to the plague are in retreat. We've just one final matter to attend to. We've got Medindral, the alchemist who created the Lodos Plague, cornered in these ruins. We need to capture him and find out how he did it. With you at our side, we can't fail. That's the spirit. We're right behind you. Remember, we have to find out how the plague was made. Then we can get to work on making a cure. Let's go. On your guard. Let's get this up. Look everywhere. Any clues we find may lead us to the cure. What did you find? What is that? That's the recipe for the Lodos Plague! We've done it! Wait, what's happening?
You resist my plague? Let's try a stronger version.
No! No, not that! Ah!
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? I shall experiment upon your body.
I told you, Veron. Our champion survives.
What happened in there? Where's Dirul? He's gone, isn't he? He died valiantly, then. Did you learn anything in there that would help us? Praise Vivek. With the notes, we can finally craft a cure. The Maulborn have fallen to their own plague. The merchants are already returning to their camp. The stuff in the crates was extremely potent, but also very short-lived. It came and went fast, and we haven't seen any more afflictions. But if this had reached still, we can't lower our defenses yet. This was just one piece of the Maulborn scheme. But for now, the Gorge and Mournhold are safe.
You're full of surprises. Not that I doubted you. Thanks for your help. You know, I think you earned the truth, but this is a pretty big secret I'm about to share. Are you sure you're up to the responsibility? I like the way you think. All right, we'll keep our secrets, for now. But next time we meet, we're going to have a long, private conversation, you and I.
With the death of the alchemist Merdindril, our contract is fulfilled. I'm not sure we could have accomplished it without you. On to our next assignment. We don't get a lot of downtime. We're always on the job, always watching. Are you heading to Mournhold now? Someone has to tell Ordinator Kilau what happened here. You appear to be available for the job. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Hopefully it won't be because your name's on a contract.
The afflicted found their way up here while you were inside, but we cut them down. Every one of them.